Wow. I was hoping to have just a regular Saturday. A routine win where Real Madrid goes away from home, gets the 3 points, and there's no suspensions, no injuries, no news, no controversy, no penalties, no red cards, just a straight up win. Before the game, Carlo Ancelotti puts forward a pretty strong lineup. Only 2 changes from the team that played Manchester City, and Real Madrid gets off to a good start. But of course, very early in the game, you saw that Vinicius should have had a penalty because it was a clear handball. You can see right here, he intentionally leaves his hand there to touch the ball. This is without a shadow of a doubt. Had any player playing for Real Madrid, had they done this, this would have been awarded a penalty. There's no question about it. This is not even something that's up for debate. That is something the VAR needs to have the referee look at it at a minimum. If you're not sure about it, you at least ask the referee, hey, take a look. We're not sure about it. There's contact. He clearly leaves his hand behind. He makes a tackle, which that's fair, right? You can tackle. You can try to win the ball. We have no problems with that. The issue is when you leave your hand behind purposely with the intention of making contact with the ball. Then, obviously, we fast forward to the Jude Bellingham red card, which obviously is extremely absurd. Jude Bellingham doesn't say F you. He says respectfully F off, which is something you can say to a referee. But of course, he put in his match report something that contradicts what Jude Bellingham said. So the only positive from this whole thing is it's on the record what the referee said versus the accounts of what Jude Bellingham actually did. That contradiction makes it very hard for the referee to justify that red card. When you look at all these different incidents where Kylian Mbappe receives an elbow, or when Fran Garcia gets pushed into the stands, and of course no foul, no yellow card given to an Osasuna player, fast forward to the second half. Camavinga makes a tackle inside the box, but the attacker had already taken a shot. Camavinga's tackle does not interfere with the shot, and it's clearly off target regardless. So it happens after the Osasuna player shoots the ball. The commentators watching the game themselves said that is not a penalty. So A, the VAR tells the referee to come and look at it, and then B, of course the referee, as soon as the VAR told the referee to look at it, I already knew what was going to happen. Real Madrid is at war with La Liga. Many of you know about Real Madrid TV and the videos they put together, the compilations of these different referees and the bad decisions. This is why recently Florentino Pérez came out and said that he wants some English referees refereeing the games for Real Madrid in Spain to improve the quality of the refereeing. If any of you remember the days of José Mourinho when he was our coach, he said that there was corruption happening. People thought he was crazy. People said José Mourinho always complaining and all these different things. But then we discovered many years later the truth. Just like we will discover the truth about what's going on here today. You cannot convince me 3 games in a row that there's not something odd happening here. One of my biggest concerns now is, as Real Madrid, when we're facing other teams, if I was the manager of any opposition, any team playing against Real Madrid, I would just simply tell my players, hey, whether there's contact or no contact, whether you think you felt something or not, just go down. The referee will award you the foul. The referees have a vendetta against Real Madrid because of this whole situation. This is personal. This is not just simply about 1 or 2 bad referees. This is about a situation where Kylian Mbappe gets tackled from behind in a very dangerous tackle, which could have resulted in a leg break. But of course, the VAR does not tell the referee, go back and take a look at that. Then you've got the situation with Tchouaméni in the game against Atletico Madrid. The referee himself says to the people in the VAR room, I need more images. If I'm going to make this decision and I'm going to give a pen, I need more images than what you're showing me. But then they tell him, sorry, this is all we have for you. So his response to that is, all right, I'm just going to give the penalty. That's fine. It's cool. So then why did you ask for the additional images? Because he knows he didn't have enough to justify a penalty there. And then when we all saw the different images with Tchouaméni not even making contact with the Atletico player, it makes you just see with your own 2 eyes that there's corruption happening right in front of you. And you think to yourself, this is 2025. These type of things cannot happen at this high level of football. But it is. And it's what makes you lose a lot of credibility. And as fans, when we see things like this, it turns us off to Spanish football. It makes people want to watch football that's more credible, like the Premier League. Now, if Barcelona wins their next match, from what I understand, they go top of the league. We squandered a 9-point lead. I don't even want to say we, as in Real Madrid, squandered a 9-point lead, because truly, in reality, it was La Liga who took that 9 points away from us. Now, it looks like Jude Bellingham is going to be suspended for 2 games. And if there's any type of bright spot from this whole situation, our next match is against Girona at home in La Liga, and then followed by Real Betis away from home. And that's a game that's tough, and you need a guy like Jude Bellingham with his physicality and presence in the midfield, but there's enough squad depth to be able to survive that game. Overall today, Real Madrid created enough chances to win that game, and we should have won it. You can score 3 goals against Manchester City, but 1 goal against Osasuna. Vinicius missed a lot of chances, and there are times with Vinny where you just feel like he needs to take some of these games as seriously as he takes a knockout stage game in the Champions League. You trying to chip the keeper when we're only up by 1 goal? Just a poor decision. Now, Manchester City is our next match. If there's any bright spots, is that there's no suspensions, and it looks like Rudiger, Alaba, Lucas Vazquez will be coming back from injury. And Jude Bellingham will obviously be available for that game, which is obviously a huge relief. The only thing I'll say to Jude Bellingham is that he did not deserve a red card, but in the game against Atletico, we all heard what he said, where he said F off to the referee as well. So this is 2 times in a row. He's a young guy, he's 21 years old. All I'll caution him is to clean up some of this stuff as well. Don't give the referees an excuse. I'm not saying he deserved a red card, but clearly Real Madrid is a target. So no F this, F that. Jude Bellingham is a leader, so make sure you don't give them any kind of excuse to send you off. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, because I'll make a video on our clash against Manchester City, which is on Wednesday, so make sure you guys stay tuned to that. Thank you for watching. Hala Madrid.